Hi, friends. It's Maddie from Seven Moons Healing, and here's your collective card conversation of the day. Remember to take what resonates and what doesn't, leave it behind. No judgment here. So, four cards came out. All four could be for you. One card could be for you. Three cards could be for you, or a set of two, and then the other set is for another group of people. I don't know. But as a collective, this is what's been coming through. So, let's get into it, okay? Ace of Water. Who's ready to feel the feels? This is really talking about like fertility, not just like actual fertility of like motherhood and stuff like that. It can be, don't get me wrong, but it's really about like emotional gratitude, like overflowing of like love, fulfillment, connection. And it feels like a lot of you are just ready to start healing yourself, which is amazing because the hardest part is like not only recognizing that you need to let things go, but also allowing yourself to go through the process, allowing you to feel the feels without judgment. Remember that the more you judge yourself, the harder it is to work on forgiving that. And oftentimes we're made to feel a lot of shame for even having feelings. I don't know about you, but for me as a child, it was like, get over it, dust yourself off, move it along, that kind of energy. And I never really understood how to process my own emotions until like last year. So, and then you wonder, like, what do you mean by that? Well, I never recognized fear before. To me, I always went into trauma response. So if something catastrophic was happening, I went into survivor's mode and I was the one out there getting things done for everybody and not allowing myself to feel fear. Didn't even really recognize it until last year. Um, I get very uncomfortable with a lot of situations and then I'm awkward and I don't know what to do with it. Like I have to work really hard to ensure I'm saying something correctly as to not hurt someone's feelings because I don't understand the emotion component of it. I do the best that I can and I screw it up sometimes and then I have to go back. Like I am just starting to figure out what emotions are supposed to feel like because I have been so closed off and I have these walls, these barriers. So for me, my dominant traits growing up have always been anger, um, judgment, um, brutal honesty, which was never really kind. I mean, some parts, some of my friends would be like, I need you to be honest with me, and I could do that for you. But I was never very kind in the delivery. Um, I was always kind hearted and really fun to be around, but those were like the only, when I get uncomfortable, I joke. So now having to learn love, compassion, kindness, and I'm almost 50, guys, you know? So it's never too late. So allow yourself to feel the feels and recognize the areas that you need assistance and know that you are fully supported and loved along the way. And if you can work on your self love, everything is golden from here. I promise you. It's hard work, but it's worth it. The second card that came out for you guys is the Nine of Water. Look at all this joy. Woo! That is you're connecting, allowing yourself to feel immense joy, gratitude, going with the flow of things, not going against the current. Water is a recorder of emotions. So if you have felt a lot of anger all this time, you know what? Take your water and bless it and ask your water to bring you joy. It takes time. It's not an overnight fix, but water records our trauma. Water records our bad memories. Water records our happiness. But sometimes when the dark emotions come through, that seems to stay in our body more so than the joy. So embrace the joy, embrace the love, embrace it all. You guys are doing great. One day at a time, one emotion at a time, one drama at a time. Just take it step by step. The next card that came out is the Four of Air, which is contemplation. So this is really talking about you need to go inward because there may be decisions and choices that you need to make that are not very clear. You might have a struggle with clarity. You're trying to figure out what your next steps are, but it's not quite coming to you. And you don't need to figure it out right now. But you do need to sit down and figure out what it is that you need to change. What do you need to work on? Write it down. If you need help in the house, for example, with chores, invest in one of those iShark robot vacuums or the iRobot, whatever they're called. We got one for Christmas. Life changing. I don't have to worry about vacuuming that much anymore. Okay. We set up the app. She goes at night and she vacuums the house. And you know what? It's beautiful. The lines are there. It looks like the house just feels lighter and cleaner. So find ways to ease your chore list. My next step is to hire a cleaning lady. And before, my mentality was that, oh, only rich people have cleaning ladies. No, you are supporting a small business, hopefully. But even if not, if it's a franchise, look, it started out as a small business, right? You are giving a job to somebody else and you're spreading that abundance. So think about the way you think. What do you want to change? And how are you going to get there? And sometimes if you might not know how to get there, just write it down. Something you can work on. Because at the end of it all, the Seven of Fire, look at the endurance, the strength, the courage to get through all of this, okay? You're going to come out ahead of this. I promise. Is it work? Yeah. Is it going to be easy? Never. Are you going to feel good about it? Hell yeah. You're doing great. One day at a time, one step at a time, one checklist at a time. But you got to put action into it, okay? You have to take the time to sit, reflect, contemplate. Always have gratitude in your daily, okay? Think about joy often. Manifest it if you have to. Get out of the habits of not being aware of all the things you have to be grateful for. Even in the darkest of days, there's always something to be grateful for. Always. Even if it's your cell phone, even if it's food on the table, if it's your job, a shower, friends, support system, your animals. There's always something to be grateful for. Take the time out to contemplate, reflect, and figure out what your next steps are. Because, baby, you're going to be fine. You're going to come out ahead. You're stronger than you even know. I hope that helps and resonates. And remember, love yourself enough to invest in you. Have a great day.